Hey everyone, I'm Steve Mele, and this is James Dundon over here, and this is the Shoot Society. Me and James are very happy to have this segment going. We're going to try and get into as many local coffee shops, restaurants, anybody that can just serve me a nice macchiato to just talk and shoot the and that's why it's called the Shoot Society. So first question on the show is for my man James here. Why did you get into real estate?
So I got into real estate after the pandemic. Well, it was the middle of the pandemic that got me interested, just sitting at home doing nothing. So I had extra time on my hands to learn, get into something and kind of hyper focus on it. And that was real estate for me. It wasn't really someone telling me about it or anything. I just kind of went for it and kind of along the way found out that I kind of love it.
It's a lot harder than people think.
A lot harder. I think that's a huge thing that they definitely don't even teach you on the course online or anything else.
What's the hardest part?
Keeping up with clients and staying organized. I know you're really good at staying organized, but probably same thing when you initial contact, meet someone, and then finishing it off. Following up, getting them to the showings, getting yourself to the showings, keeping organized with multiple clients. You don't want to mix them up.
Yeah, it is very difficult. So I encourage clients or people looking to buy a house, you can reach out to your agent too. If you see something that maybe just came on the market or is new on Realtor, Zillow, Trulia, Redfin, just say, hey, Steve, can you look into this property? It happens all the time, and sometimes it ends up working best because you want to get into stuff as soon as it hits the market, right?
Yeah.
As soon as, especially this market.
Especially right now. I mean, we're pretty on top of it always every new thing comes up, but sometimes the client is the best person because they, at the end of the day, they know what they want to buy. They know what they see themselves living in. So you could send them as many properties as it works, and some of them feel obligated for you to send it to them first, I feel like.
Yeah, they want to feel like you're working for them. But
of course,
just for your information, the buyers aren't paying us. You're not paying. It's free. It's free to have an agent as a buyer. The sellers pay the commission. So annoy us as much as possible. And that's how you kind of break up the serious buyers from the non-serious buyers. Mm-hmm. My serious buyers are texting me houses at 3 a.m.
Yeah.
I don't answer them sometimes, but at least I know that they're ready to go as something, or as soon as something hits the market. For you guys that don't know, my cousin Anthony Sirocco is the broker. He's the main boss, the guy that owns this place. And James is a new agent. You're only 5 months in.
5 months in.
So how'd you get linked up here?
So similarly, I feel like we're all a family, especially now. But I've known Anthony since I was very young, beginning of my life. He's best friend, 22 now.
For you guys that don't know who Anthony Sirocco is, James, pop in a picture right now.
So Anthony Sirocco grew up best friends with my father, and I knew him forever. And when I kind of started thinking about real estate, I reached out to him. So that was kind of how we got involved, and just made the process super easy and very welcoming. And
and you're coming in at a good time. We're in our new office. We're not going to display it off just yet.
Not yet. Soon.
There's some construction still going on in here, but we're expanding. You really came at the best time possible.
Yes.
And for you guys that don't know, James did the logos. He's done the website. My logo for the Mele team. James is a graphic designer, artist. He's a genius. So if you guys need any help with stuff outside of real estate or logos or anything, talk to James.
Thank you very much.
What's your Instagram handle?
We'll link it down below. It'll pop up probably right here. But what got you? I know you've been doing real estate for about 5 years, correct? At this point, 5 years?
This is my 5th year.
5th year doing real estate. But full time, when did you start?
So I think the pandemic, it really jump-started a lot of people. For me, I was in a weird place with hockey being retiring from pro hockey and then getting into a real life kind of career. Mm-hmm. I was doing construction. I was doing the real estate on the side and at nights, but it is hard to jump in full-time, especially when you're getting just paid paycheck to, or not paycheck to paycheck, but commission check to commission check. You don't get paid if you don't sell a house.
True.
So I think the pandemic, it put a halt on construction, and then I was like, screw it, I'm just gonna go for it, and it was the best decision I've ever made.
But I feel like business-wise, too, everyone was very worried in the beginning. That was the height of all the news in the media. Outside of it was this worrisome of what businesses were going to do to survive. And a lot of people, I think, found new avenues of maybe new interests or completely different career changes, which I've heard countless stories of people taking a full 180 from what they were been doing for 20 years, and now they just either fell in love with a new passion or from just sitting home, like you said, and just pondering.
I'm all for no regrets. Take the leap. If it doesn't work out, at least you know you tried.
Sure.
But in this business with such a high failure rate, I think it's 90% don't get out of the first 5 years, or they don't.
First 2 years.
First 2 years.
Especially in New York.
I think that if you have the structure in place and you build your client base and just tell everybody you're an agent, you're bound to sell a house. Like someone's gonna want to see a house. You just have to be on your phone at all times, which is why I get yelled at from my wife sometimes. But
the same.
You got to do it.
Very true. If you had any advice for a new client looking to either buy or sell property, what would you recommend they do at this time? We're now getting into the fall, right before the holidays. What would you recommend?
I would definitely go to a bank or whoever you want to get the loan through. See what you can afford, because a lot of the time people send me houses that might be over their budget, and we go waste time looking at stuff that they can't afford.
Sure.
So I would see what you can afford, what your down payment's going to be. You hear all that time, pre-approval letter, give me a pre-approval letter. It's pretty important. You can't make an offer without it. You know, you need proof of funds somehow, whether that's bank statements if you're paying cash or a pre-approval letter from a bank. But I would start now, because it takes months to get your ducks in a row in order to buy in the spring and to figure out exactly what you want. Pick an area you want to be in. I say narrow down to 5 towns.
Well, the spring, for people that don't know, is the most competitive time.
Yeah, it is.
It's when everyone's looking. Kids are getting out of school. You know, it's that in-between phase. They want to move and close by the end of the summer.
They want to get into the new school district.
Exactly.
But the winter is actually the least competitive.
It's true.
So it might be better for serious buyers that are looking to make a move or get a better deal.
Catch it before the wave
than they would in the spring, because that's when everyone, their New Year's resolution. It's unbelievable how often my phone rings after January 1st. Hey Steve, we want to move, upgrade, buy a new house. It's like, so does thousands of other people.
All right, this is it, people. Let's move. Let's go.
Sure.
So I would say start now. Start thinking about where you want to go and see how much you can afford.
Sure, good advice. So other than real estate, I know it takes up a lot of time, like we were saying. You're always on the phone, you're always checking emails, always reaching out to clients. What do you do for
today, Junior?
like fun, free time wise? If you're not on the phone doing work or whatever it is, what is your go-to thing?
So I still am involved with professional hockey. There's a team up in Danbury, Connecticut, where I live. Single A hockey that I play. I help the coach, and it just scratches that itch of not being completely out of the game. You know, you play a sport since you're 2 years old. It's hard to just quit it cold turkey.
True.
So I do that on the weekends. You know, I try to get there as much as I can to help out. But other than that, being with my wife, family, you know. The normal cliche.
Very nice answer.
Yeah. She'll kill me if I don't say that.
But now, that's.
What do you like doing?
Yeah, so when it's not
design work.
Yeah, when it's not work, whether it's real estate, art, design stuff. It's a great question, because I feel like I only do work now lately. What do we do? Yeah, it's true. I like being busy. That's what it is. It doesn't feel like work.
Yeah.
That's what it is. I could wake up every day. I try to wake up 6 o'clock, get throughout the day, and then enjoy. I do love watching movies. That's probably my biggest thing.
Films?
All films.
Artists call them films.
Films, yes. The good cinematics. the good sit down on the couch, nice big bowl of popcorn, just relax.
Hopefully we'll have other professionals, maybe an actor on the show.
That would be awesome.
We're gonna try and get other people on the show that are not in real estate, other CEOs or other aspects of, you know, maybe just owners of the restaurants and the businesses that we go into.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
But that's something that we're looking forward to hopefully getting going here on the Shoot Society. But for now, I think that's a great first episode. Well, thank you guys for tuning in. If you've gotten this far in the video, that means you're a little interested in real estate and what me and James do. If you have more questions about the buying process or even selling a home, our information's down below, and we're going to see you next time on the Shoot Society.